Revenge doesn't always have to be pro or nuclear to be good. No, sometimes it can be petty, like you'll see in this episode of Petty Revenge. Our first one is from Little Red Bird 1991. I, 33 female, just got off of a 7-hour cross-country flight, and I wanted to share this story before I go pass out. I was flying Southwest, so there are no assigned seats, and I was in B boarding group. I went towards the back of the plane so I could get an aisle seat since I'm fairly tall. It was a completely full flight, so I knew there would be someone sitting next to me. Enter entitled Karen. She had waited to check in, so she was at the back of C boarding group. She was pissy because at first she couldn't find anywhere to put her massive roller bag, and the flight attendants were trying to get her to gate check it. Then she came up to my row and I thought, great, she's gonna take the middle seat. The following dialogue, to the best of my sleepy recollection, occurred.
Move!
What?
I paid for an aisle seat and you were sitting in my seat.
What?
I said I paid for an aisle seat and you're sitting in my seat.
This is Southwest. There are no assigned seats.
Are you stupid? I said I need the aisle seat.
I can get up to give you the middle seat if you want. I stupidly thought that was the end of it when a flight attendant came over and asked her to take a seat. I got up to let her into the row, and she immediately sat down in the aisle seat. I tried to protest to the flight attendant, but entitled Karen kept loudly saying that she paid for an aisle seat. I know Southwest is switching to assigned seating soon, but they haven't implemented it yet. Now, our flight was already delayed 30 minutes, and I could see all the other passengers looking at me as if trying to say, please just let her win, we want to get there as fast as we can. I looked at the flight attendant, and she gave me a pleading look as if to say, please just give her this, we all want to get out of here. So, being the fairly passive person I am, I stepped over her, she wouldn't get up to let me in, and sat in the middle seat. Now, I may be passive, but I'm also petty. I'm also really gassy on airplanes. Normally, I try to contain it and go to the restroom when it gets bad enough, and just let it rip there. But I was pissed at entitled Karen, and frankly, pissed at everyone else on the plane for letting her get away with it. So I decided that I was just going to let her rip all 7 hours of the flight. I put on my headphones, over the ear, and started passing gas about 1 hour into the flight. And lucky for me, and unluckily for everyone else, they were particularly stinky. Every time I would toot, she would sniff, smell it, then shoot dirty looks at me. I just ignored her and just kept listening to my music and reading my Kindle. At about hour 5, she had had enough, and she hit the call button to ask to move. The flight attendant told her that we were fully booked and that there was nowhere for her to move to. Entitled Karen looked even more pissed, but I guess she had seen enough of the internet to know if she threw a fit, she would get arrested when we landed. When we did land, since we were near the back, I gave it one more silent but deadly toot to seal the deal and let her bathe in my stink for a couple more minutes. Do I feel bad that I ruined her flight? No. Do I feel bad that I stank up my row? No. And also, for the first time ever, I didn't have gas pains, nor did I need to rush to the bathroom immediately after getting off my flight. Next time, check in early like the rest of us plebeians, and maybe you'll actually get a less salty seatmate. I do have to say, considering any real crazy action on a plane could definitely get you arrested, this is a great way to get back at somebody who was just an absolute asshole. I'm glad she got to bathe in the stink. And our final one is by Nude in the Garden. When my brother got married, his bride, now my sister-in-law, had very specific expectations. She wanted everyone in the family to wear their wedding colors, and we all did. People flew in from out of state. Everyone made an effort to make her feel celebrated. The day before the wedding, she made some offhanded but clearly pointed remarks about how our side of the family never takes anything seriously and she wasn't expecting us to take this seriously either. The comments made their rounds and feelings were hurt before the wedding even began, but we still showed up, looked great, and participated. fast forward to getting the wedding photos and video, not a single photo of our side of the family was posted. Not one. In the entire 3-minute highlight reel, no faces from our family except a 3-second clip of my parents with the bride and groom. The rest of us? It's like we never existed. I texted her cordially and asked if she could send me the pictures with just our siblings, since none had been posted. She responded that we never took those pictures. That's wild because I remember helping people adjust corsages for them. She doubled down on the gaslighting. I gave it 6 months and asked again. She suddenly had no idea what I was talking about. Fine. Here's where the petty revenge comes in. I'm getting married in 8 days. I've been engaged for 6 months and planning this moment since she tried to erase us. I hired a great photographer and videographer. What she doesn't know is that the videographer has a secret mission. Make it look like she's getting all the attention. Track her, hover near her like she's the star of the show. She will feel so seen. And then, the final cut? She won't appear for even 1 second, just like she made sure we didn't. I didn't even invite her originally. Word must have gotten out because she cornered me at a family dinner and said,
"Unfortunately, I have to work the day before and after your wedding, but I should still be able to make it."
I was so stunned, I just said, "That's fine. The Airbnb is booked whether you're there or not." So now she's coming. Ugh. To cope? I spelled her name wrong on the wedding invite on purpose. That was my first move. The video blackout will be my last. Not asking for advice. Not asking if it's too mean. It's not. It's exactly fair. Happy to finally talk about it freely. Edit. Update. May 12th. The wedding was absolutely beautiful and I didn't have to think about this all day. We've been living on the love high that comes with the wedding and forgot about anything until YouTube remakes reminded me. Our videographer was given verbal instructions beforehand and made sure to know who sister-in-law was. As our sneak peek clips have been given back to us, I have yet to see her in any of the footage. Our videographer told us that they had over 200 gigabytes of raw footage, so sister-in-law will definitely be in some footage on a hard drive somewhere, but she definitely will not end up in any of our Instagram highlights. We'll see about the final video. I definitely didn't think this would blow up like it did. Originally, I only started this with 3 girls in a book club. Thank you all for coming on this petty revenge journey with me. I swear that's gotta be like the best way, an eye for an eye in this situation. If they don't want people to see you in their stuff, why should they be seen in yours? I think the OP's 100% in the right, and that's actually really fucking clever. Alright, that's enough pettiness for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Petty Revenge. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons and super thanks contributors. Have a great day and stay safe out there.